So in marketing, at least, there's been a lot of agita over the last few months over Google's Search Generative Experience, which is you can enable within Google Labs on a personal Gmail account. This is common across most of the beta features that Google is launching, that they're not actually available in a G Suite account. So if you're logging into Chrome via a G Suite account, you may not see these tools. I highly recommend that you create a Gmail account such that you can see them, because it's for a foretelling of the future of what search looks like from a consumer perspective, but also from a marketing perspective. Google's cash cow, to the tune of $160 billion a year, is their search business, and particularly the ad units that sit on top of their search business. As you have LLMs offering alternatives, notably Perplexity, which has an entirely different business structure. You see Google having to walk this fine line between giving consumers what they actually want and what Google can monetize really well through its ad units. And I would never count Google out of the search game, but there is an innovator's dilemma here that consumers have clearly indicated that they're a bit tired of the menu that's presented, that, to be honest, is often shenanigans that SEO operators have used to get certain topics to rank. And if you were searching for something specific, as a consumer, you have to wade through all of this information. Or recipes are fantastic this way, that anytime you open up a recipe on the internet, you're going to see a long story about how the cook and her mother used to make this thing, just to add all of this stuff that, for a while at least, Google was considering as important to SEO. Well, if consumers want answers, Google has to figure out a way to both give them answers and keep its search business in place. It feels a little strange to say this, but Perplexity, given that it's monetizing itself off of subscription at about $20 a month, it has a reasonable chance of actually supplementing Google in this space, because the more Google just gives people answers, the fewer ad units it has in its ad real estate, essentially. And then you say, well, Perplexity is a small company, only a few $billion. How could it possibly beat Google on search? Well, there are several memos that leaked out of Google recently that indicate that all of the magic that went into early search optimization that made Google such a premier search experience over Bing, over Yahoo, etc., all of that is pretty much table stakes now as far as LLM technology. So an LLM can actually index to a superior level than Google can, essentially. So Perplexity can yield answers that are very well tailored to the user's expectations without necessarily cluttering the universe with Google's ad units around it. So this is an important space for anyone in marketing or anybody who does anything with paid ads. They need to be paying attention to. And to be honest, as a consumer, it's fantastic. So I've very much enjoyed subscribing to Perplexity. The free version is fine. The paid version is much better. But it's a good tool to use so you understand the direction that these things are going.